And abruptly, just like that, we are going to break into this. Welcome, everyone, to episode 27 of the Lifting Ugly podcast, which I have titled the Over the Hill podcast.
Oh.
We are old now.
Are we?
You know, I read that most podcasts stop within 6 months. So since we are officially one episode over the 6 month period, we just might make it.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Now, if we can get other people on board with us, then that would be even more exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But speaking of on board, who do we have on board with us but none other than our friends at Pioneer Lifting Belts? Pioneer Lifting Belts. You can visit them at generalleathercraft.com. Okay. Would you please inform the kind folks out there in listening land what they may find at generalleathercraft.com?
As we all know, you can find fantastic belts from deadlifting. You can find a specialty bench belt. You can make a custom belt. You can get a lever belt. You can get a single prong, a double prong. You can get shirts. You can get knee wraps. You can get wrist wraps. And they're now currently working on some bitchin' knee sleeves and some elbow sleeves. So hold on tight. They're coming for you.
They're coming for all of you. None of you are safe out there. They're going to take over. They're going to take over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Another place they can go find cool stuff is at maxbarbell.com. You can see our friends at maxbarbell.com and get lots of other cool lifting accessory type things, like singlets that they provided for us to put logos on that I promise, even though there might be a slight delay, they will be done and we will have them ready for the folks coming up here in June.
Nice.
So go visit those folks as well. So I have a guessing game for you to start out today.
Oh wow. Hit me with it.
So we have a Patreon subscriber.
Okay.
And you get to guess who it is. So I will give you I will give you hints as we go along.
Okay.
And see if you can figure out who it is. So the first one would be, you know her well.
Oh dear God.
Any guess off of that?
Well, as in I've seen this person naked, or well, as in like I've trained with them and know them very well outside of training.
Now I don't know if you have seen her naked. I guess there's always a chance. Maybe you saw her naked at a time and you don't remember it. Okay. So clue number 2 is she is from your home state.
I'm immediately thinking my mother, and now I want to throw up.
It is your mom.
Oh, fuck. God, fuck.
So shout out to Alkai's mom, Sandra.
Thanks, Mom. Appreciate you, Mom.
She is a number one fan. She is a great supporter of you and of us and what we've got going. So much love to Alkai's mom, Sandra. So yeah, I don't know. Most people have seen their mom naked at some point in their life. Whether
I'm gonna close my computer.
whether they want to remember that or not. And just like that, we lost our live viewer. So apparently nobody wanted to think about that.
Yeah, we support incest on the show.
Yeah. Nobody wanted to think about seeing their mom naked. So
nobody wants to think about seeing their mom.
Well,
I'm thinking about what your mom used to do, or grandma used to do on the railroad tracks.
That's right. Oh, Tom Segura. So anyway, so thanks to your mom. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, moms. for helping out and hooking a
Always.
brother up, and it was very, very cool of your mom. I have to say, it's always fun to watch your mom, her orders and her support come through. It's very cool.
She definitely likes to spend money on that website for sure.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. I appreciate people who like to spend money on that website. And what website would that be?
None other than the Lifting Ugly website.
.com.
Where you can find all of your Lifting Ugly accoutrements. And
accoutrements, indeed.
That's a big word.
It is a big word. So I did I don't think I posted it. So I did make a shirt for the guys that are going to the Crown Mountain this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Let me see if I can bring it up here real quick.
Is that like the plain one you were talking about on the front?
No. So the plain one on the front is for our powerlifting competitors.
Oh,
this one. Yep. So this one I did for our strong folks. And
our strong mans.
Our strong men. All right. So here we go. I didn't the model that is modeling it is definitely not a good representation of what it represents. But
it's a tiny ass person.
They are a fairly tiny ass person, I gotta say. Let's see. So if I do that, okay. If I bring that up here, all right. Can you see that? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, this guy is not a very strong man.
He could have a crazy deadlift. That's the only thing that I can see happening.
Yeah, but his long ass monkey arms are definitely not going to have a tight bench on him. But
no, not at all.
I don't see him lifting up too many stones.
Oh,
but
no.
On the back of this shirt, so as you can see, we have Lifting Ugly logo with strongman underneath. But that's not all.
That's not all.
There's more on the back of this shirt. There is. I'm a strong man.
Why do you have to troll everyone? Like, regardless of if you're athlete or not, you have to be such a goddamn troll.
Well, it's all fair. I mean, right? I mean, no one's safe.
No, but that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
You know who's your number one fucking target? Me.
That's right. So, well, I went to the 4 guys we got going to the competition, and they didn't like the first version had "I'm a strong man" with a thumbs up on it.
That's just being an extra smart ass.
Yeah, I'm a strong man. They did not like that as much, so I removed the thumbs up, and they were all for it. So. I'm hoping all those come in time for them to be able to wear those down at the competition, which is being sponsored by Lifting Ugly, the Crown Mountain Championship in Superior, Colorado. So I will be there next weekend on Saturday. So we'll be figuring out something with the podcast and how we're going to arrange that while I am there helping out with the strong men and strong women of the world. Yeah. So it should be pretty fun. It'll be fun to get kind of a first-hand glimpse into how that operates.
So it's Keenan, Jack, Ruben, and
Jordan.
Nice.
Yep. So we've got big baby Keenan.
Baby Huey.
Little Jack Turner, because apparently there is a big Jack that is actually bigger than Jack.
Wow.
So,
I mean, Jack's a decent sized man.
Jack's fairly large, and Big Jack, I've seen a picture of him, is fairly larger. He is he is a Brian Shaw type size person.
Jesus Christ.
With a big grizzly beard.
God bless. Oh.
And then we got the human bowling ball Jordan that's going. And then, of course, and then we've got our resident manic Hispanic Ruben Gutierrez.
Y el pollo loco.
That was funny. He was in the other day, and he was talking about his family still has land over in Mexico. And he was talking about the cartels out there. It was pretty interesting, getting some firsthand knowledge of the inner workings of the cartel world.
Yeah, the dark side of the Gutierrez family.
Yeah, it is the dark side of the Gutierrez family.
We'll tell you what, let's open up a gym down there, have our own spot, and we'll have our own private security.
That would be slightly scary, but really pretty dope at the same time, I have to say.
Yeah, like, don't look at them, don't talk to them.
Like, yeah, because obviously for it to be successful, we'd have to be in with the cartel families. So that would probably not be the best, but we would have one sick fucking gym in the process.
Yeah, the amount of funding we would have is
well, it's never ending.
Mm-hmm.
It's never ending. If we ever get if we ever get to that point, we'd have to thank all you drug addicts out there for supporting our cartel funded gym down in good old Mexico.
Thanks, chicken heads.
That's right. I suck your dick. So anyway, yeah, we are all excited about the Crown Mountain coming up this weekend. I can't believe it's already here. It's crazy. It seemed like it was so far away when we first talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are, coming up on May the 8th, I believe, is what that date is. So everyone keep an eye out for that. I will keep things posted on that day, and I'm going to try and do as much as I can to keep information flowing on the Lifting Ugly website and what the happenings are at that strongman competition.
Do a nice little recap. Love that.
Yep. And then, so that's it for May. June's going to be fucking hectic. So I'm looking forward to June, but kind of, I don't know, kind of dreading it at the same time. It'll be rough. So we've got the Be Strong powerlifting meet. First weekend in June, we have the Black Hills Classic. The second weekend in June, we have the Special Olympics. The third weekend in June. But luckily for the Special Olympics, we don't have to travel anywhere. That is here in the good old city of Grand Junction, Colorado. The grand functioning of the junction. We will have the state Special Olympics here again. Woo. So we're excited to be a part of that as well. It will be at Colorado Mesa University. Will be the powerlifting for the Special Olympics. So we will be a part of that. I've got some loaders and spotters. Nice. I just need some more judging type folks. Mm-hmm. And then once I can pick those up, then we'll be all set to run 2 platforms for the athletes. So I didn't know it had 3 syllables. Athletes. That's amazing. So we're looking forward and dreading the month of June altogether. So, but hopefully it'll mean big or medium-sized, even medium-sized things for Lifting Ugly would be just fine. Even if it's not big, even if it's not big things, if it's average size things, or
6-inch things,
6-inch things, or put in good effort. 6 inches.
Are you gonna make like a specialty Special Olympics like shirt?
I should. I'm gonna have to take off my sarcastic asshole mentality before I do that.
Let's make it more PG.
Yeah, because that could go. It would be super fucking funny.
Yeah,
I mean, I could do like the same thing I could at the strongman, and I'm special on the back, but
funding stripped, sponsorships stripped.
So some people might not appreciate the humor in that.
No.
Or they would appreciate the humor, but they couldn't outwardly express the appreciation of the humor.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I need to do something for the people that we've got going, so that we can, have a little bit of fun with the Special Olympics people out there. Maybe get some winners, some lifting ugly shirts and whatnot.
Nice. It won't take very long either. It was kind of the last one that I did. I think it was like 2019.
Yeah, that was the last one that they held.
Yeah,
This is the first time since 2019 that they've done it. So.
And it was pretty quick. They didn't have a shit, and they kind of fly through it. So it's not really. It's more of like a. Clearly, it's a day for them, but it's not like a qualifying meet. It's not like a, So they're a little more lenient on the judging calls and all that kinds of stuff because clearly it's there for fun purposes.
Right. Yeah. So he did ask about you if you were still around.
Was it Jesse?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, shit. Tell that man I said hi. He's a great guy. Will.
I said no. I said I don't know if he'll be able to make it for that. I said, but he's obviously not here all the time anymore. But
yeah.
So it was funny conversation that we had actually. So he calls and hey, would you guys like to be a part of it? I said, hell yeah, I would love to be a part of it. Between the gym and lifting ugly, to be a part of that would be great. It's always something that I've thought about, and it's fun to watch those guys and girls compete, just because it is. It's 100% love of the activity. It has nothing to do with anything else. No one has any animosity out there. Nobody bitches, complains. I mean, it's all just
camaraderie and the hard work.
Yeah. So I was super excited that he asked us to be a part of that. And then he's like, yeah, we're kind of trying to get away from the whole 970 thing.
Yeah, of course.
and switch from that. He said, he's like, I like Derek just fine. He said, but they seem to make it more about 970 than they make it about.
Yeah, of course they do. That's what their fucking gym is about.
So I was like, well, I said, that's unfortunate. And he said the other thing too, he said they don't know anything about powerlifting anymore. They have nothing to do with powerlifting. Everything is, CrossFit functional training stuff. Yeah. So to have them, judging any sort of powerlifting meet, he's like, just doesn't make any sense. So
no, not at all.
I said, I will take it. We'll run with that.
Dude, I can't believe I have time in that fucking gym.
Well, there's
what a bummer.
A lot of people make that mistake at some point or another.
I know, but we could have been friends earlier, Craig.
Sometimes you have to suffer through the bad to realize how good the good is.
Dude, that was such a shitty transitioning period. All of that sucked so much. I leave Iron Warrior because Seth is a fucking psychopath. Trying to find a gym. My ex-girlfriend's batshit crazy at the time. Doesn't know where to lift. Doesn't want to lift anywhere. Isn't helping me out with anything. So I stopped by 970. And I'm like, oh, this looks cool. It's all black and red. And there's Animal Pack posters and a couple Mike Tyson things. And I'm like, oh, this place will be cool. God. Little did I know that your ugly ass was just waiting for me.
How long were you there? Before they booted your ass out.
When did I come to you?
2020? January. Yeah, January of 2020.
So it was, I think, almost all of 2019.
Wow, you lasted that long, huh? That's impressive.
Well, I mean, like, we started off with Matt because he thinks he fucking knows everything. And I was like, cool, maybe I'll have some direction. Takes half of my lifters, ruins half of their shit, ruins all their stances, takes all my work, backtracks it, and then bitches about us like, I don't know, literally about anything. And then the whole, I was snot rockets on the floor, the other people there, and wouldn't clean up after myself. And I'm like, those are 3 things that I don't do.
Well, I could see, I could see like them saying Keenan doesn't clean up after himself.
But even then, like, we were together vacuuming and stuff, so it's like there's like blow me.
Well, it's not that Keenan doesn't. Well, he doesn't clean up after himself.
Keenan, you're exposed.
But it's normally just chalk and then random. He leaves the wooden stick for stretching just kind of wherever he last had it.
The dowel, yeah.
Yeah, and then the blue band, the blue hip circle. Pretty much wherever he takes it off is where it stays.
Or the water bottle, or the pre-workout, or
pretty much anything he has. It'll just kind of, there's a chance it'll stay, and then I just walk around. I'm like, Keenan. It could be worse. I just you have to pick your battles, and I would much rather pick the battle of people who come in with muddy shoes and deal with that than the chalk doesn't bother me. If it gets excessive, it can be irritating.
Well, I'm sorry I'm not there to clean on Sundays anymore.
I know. Oh, so speaking of, did I tell you, I don't think I brought this up because I had such salty feelings about it, and so I didn't bring it up on here. But we're gonna talk about this now. So here we go. So you remember Nick, right? Yeah. So his now wife, apparently, her and Amber, who, if people don't know, is my wife.
My wife.
They met and they went to lunch, and I was like, all right, whatever. I don't give a shit. No. It was a Saturday. I got done with the podcast, and she had tried calling me, so I'm calling her back. She doesn't answer, and then she just shows up here, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? So then she proceeds to tell me about how Jen's going to come be a trainer up here.
What?
And how she's going to trade cleaning. So to help clean, she's going to do she's going to clean, a couple hours every day. And I'm like, well, that seems a little excessive, but whatever. And so then I start asking questions. Okay, well, what about this? What about this? This kind of a volatile relationship type of aspect that's coming in. I said, what is Nick going to do? What are these people going to do? Like, what did you do? Oh, well, we'll talk about it more. And I was like, all right, well, I hope so. I said, because the fact that this is something that I'm going to have to deal with more than you. Mm-hmm. I said, and then we didn't talk about it beforehand. I said, this could turn bad. So they come up with this whole thing, and she's going to clean. I think she was going to spend 6 hours a week cleaning. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Half an hour a day, and then a little bit longer on the weekend. That's fine. And I'm like, and she's going to start at the beginning of April. Okay. Well, last week of May, she pops in. She has a client. Oh, I had this person. So we're okay. Every day that she's in there, she trains her client. She leaves right away. I didn't see her pick up one thing to clean anything. I didn't hear her ask, hey, where's a rag? Where's this? Do you need me to vacuum? Do you need me to wipe anything down? Nothing. So I'm like, okay, I see where this is going already. This is exactly what I assumed was going to happen.
Exactly.
She's trying to talk to people in the gym, trying to promote herself, which is fine, but she's doing it while she's training somebody. So if they're working out at the same time you already have a client, how are you supposed to gain them as a client when it's the same time? So
that's very unprofessional.
Yeah, and then plus you're pimping yourself out when you're working with somebody, which it becomes another issue. And then I'm like, okay, so the whole purpose of then cleaning and being here to clean would then be, you're around different people, and you can introduce yourself. People can see you. Then you can promote yourself. Be like, hey, I'm training here now. So that wasn't happening. So I didn't see anything good coming. The first weekend that her and Amber were supposed to clean together, she calls and cancels. And so I laughed.
Yeah, okay. Just sounds about right.
Okay. So then, I think the next weekend was Easter, so they were going to do anything. So it was the weekend after Easter. They actually cleaned for 2 hours. And then, and then this whole time, Jen's showing up 3 days a week with this one client. And then she shows up one day after Easter, and then nothing since. And so they were supposed to clean. They were supposed to clean the next weekend, and so Amber wasn't feeling good. So she was like, "Okay, well, I text her, hey, I'm not feeling good. Let's go ahead and pass on this week." And I had already pretty much hit everything anyway. And so then I finally asked her. I said, I haven't seen her here for about a week and a half. I said, did she even respond to your text? Well, no. I said, and then she's done. She's obviously. I said, so this is exactly what I told you. They like to talk. They have all these grandiose ideas of what they want to do. I was like, but I've rarely seen them follow through with anything. And so now it's back to, and I gave up. I'm like, okay, maybe I don't have to go through the bathrooms twice a day. Maybe because if she's going to hit them in the morning, And so now, nope, it's back. I get bathroom duty, vacuum duty, duty. So I was like, well,
on a random Sunday and clean.
Yeah. So I was just like, well, this is what I was telling you about. This is what I was, this was my concern from the beginning, and it didn't take long to come about. So I hope we've all learned a lesson here.
Yeah.
So that was our. So we were, So she's like, I think it'll be good for the gym, and I'm like, it could be. Yes, you're right. It could be very good for the gym. It also could be. It also could be go very badly for the gym, knowing
and play everything, out how exactly what we think is going to play out.
Right, and in all honesty, I saw it going way worse because had they been involved and worked out at the gym more, I think the toxic environment would have had more effect on the members around us. So I'm just glad it didn't get a chance to affect any of the morality of anyone else around.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't know if you were there, but I was with somebody where I was lifting by myself, and they were like hounding me about trying to get a training day in on Sunday, and they kept fucking asking me about it. But with both of them, there's an ulterior motive behind it,
right?
And that they're gonna like take whatever I give them and turn around and fucking sell it because they're slimy like that. Like, that made me so mad. They do that shit constantly. It's so frustrating.
Program information so that they can pass it off as their own program information.
Exactly.
And that's just so anyone who listens, just know that's just not it. We can see through that pretty quick. It doesn't take long to know that somebody's out to steal your programming or your style or whatever the case is. It's not hard to figure that out. So if that's your MO, stop it. Don't do that.
I take it she's not at I take it she's not at Mesa Fit anymore.
No, she hasn't been there for a while. So she went to this. Trying to remember if there was that little gym off of Patterson that was, I think it was like GJ Fit or Fit GJ or something.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
So you remember how to drive down Patterson, right? You drive down Patterson.
Oh yeah, which end? Like towards the mall?
Towards the mall area.
Okay.
And so there's like the gymnastics place, the X golf, and then there was this other building on the end cap.
Oh yeah, across from Barnes and Nobles.
Yes. So
yeah.
So it was like GJ Fit or Fit GJ or something like that. So anyway, that shut down, which we all knew it would, and then this other place, Ascension or some goofy name like that. So they're in there now.
Okay.
And the guy seems nice enough, but she trains out of there, I guess. But I've only seen her there early mornings, I don't think she trains a whole lot, so I don't know what anyway. So
she was
not at Mesa.
So she left Mesa, and then was working there and still tried to work under you guys?
Well, I mean, I didn't have a problem if she worked at Ascension and still trained people here, because there's nobody that works out here that's going to go to a place like that. So I'm a little concerned of her actually taking anybody.
I don't know. I just find that weird. I mean, of course, her motive is to not pay anything. So,
yes, Maria, we can see,
yeah, so
and yes,
we can see what you're saying, Maria. Yes.
no, and you're right. Then and there was a whole thing gathered together where she was going to do classes and she was going to do this program. And I said, okay. I said, well, what are you charging for these classes? Because we're not including them in a membership. If she intends to make money on them, then what are we? Well, I don't know. And I said, okay, well, if you guys are developing a plan, shouldn't you develop the entire? I was like, you've been a business owner your entire adult life. Like, there needs to be more to this than you guys just having these random conversations. So anyway, it was a whole thing that lasted for a month, and obviously, I wasn't the only one that heard about how wonderful this idea was going to be that flamed out really fucking fast.
Yeah, whatever. Oh my god.
I was like, this isn't that kind of place anymore. We're just that, a random just trainer with no background in anything is going to be able to, come in. We don't have a lot of people that want that. Most of the people here want some sort of specialized training. So I think I have a few general clients, but the majority of them have very specific purposes of what they're trying to do. And so it's, see, do you see that?
I do. I also see that Maria can never spell my goddamn name right, and I've known you for how long?
Well, we have to give Maria a break. You realize
Maria,
that
I'm kidding.
she is a bike rider now.
Ooh, yeah, she's a badass crotch rocket chick now.
Yes. So I think that messes with the old brain cells a little bit and kind of rattles them around a little bit.
The G-force.
The G-force is messing with her ability to spell your name. Yes. And that's so, and I've wanted to do this shirt. It's just, it takes a lot more as far as like the designing goes.
Yeah.
But I did want to make him a shirt that is after Maria, which would be a short bus with flat tires and a busted windshield, and that would say Struggle Bus on.
Yeah. That's dope. I'd wear the shit out of that.
That would be a great one. But anyway, so yeah, that was a fun experience going through that.
Well, at least it played out exactly how you thought it was going to play out.
Yeah, the part of me, I wish that, I think it would have been, if it would have worked out the way that she was hoping, then I think that would have been great. It would have been great for the gym. It would have been great for clients that just wanted some, normal style training, that I don't have time for, and or someone that wants a woman trainer, a female trainer, then great. But nobody wants drama. Nobody wants, she reminds me. Oh yeah, you remember? She reminds me of the other female trainer we had before. The one that would moan sexually while lifting.
Oh, that is still one of my favorite memories of all time. When it was her and that other fucking older guy that used to come in. Yep. Does he still go there?
No, he's not here either.
Dude, she was on the fucking T-bar row in the corner. He was on the vertical leg press, and I swear to God, I took out my headphones to because I thought I heard it. I had my music going, and I was like, "The fuck are these noises?" So I take out my headphones, and I swear to God, I thought you had turned on a Skinamax video, a fucking stereo. She was doing.
Oh no! He's like, "Oh no!" Pornhub is going through his Bluetooth.
Yeah, he forgot to disconnect. So I'm standing there by. I think I'm in the squad or some shit. I'm in that area, so and all I hear is and the dude on the vertical leg press is like, oh, one more. Yeah. We're gonna do one more. Oh, yeah, yeah. It just kind of sounds like they're weirdly fucking each other. And
from far apart, from a distance.
I mean, they were like 15 feet apart, 20 feet apart, maybe. And I don't think they had any idea that they were both making weird fucking noises. They both had headphones in, but I'm standing there by myself with both of these old horny people that are trying to get a workout in, but sound like they're making coitus, and it's super fucking gross.
Yeah,
so, I don't miss that.
That is still a great story. Neither one of them are here, so
yeah.
But anyway, personality-wise, it was a match to, I saw the same thing where it's kind of very, very high or very, very low, and there's no happy medium between any of it.
No,
that I use that story a lot with
we have to do some sort of like moaning shirt or some sort of like lifting noise shirt.
Okay. Yeah, that would be a good one.
I support male moaning.
Lifting ugly. Yes, I moan.
Yes, I moan. Love it. But speaking of training,
anyway,
how'd your week go? How did were your lifts super fun and filled with joy?
No, we're not.
Oh.
They were. I mean, they were okay. So same thing. Well, I got my lifts in this week. Last week, I was trying to get in my deadlifts late, and it never happened. So yeah. I started last week backwards, and then was trying to get everything back on track. So I deadlifted on Monday, and it went fine. Nothing special. Nothing not special. It went. And then I went to squat the next day, which is not the best idea. And I knew it was going to be rough. So my intention was not to go try and do anything heavy. So I just stayed kind of a nice average little weight and went through some reps, and then I could feel my back, retightening up from deadlifting. Yeah. So I was like, okay, well, we'll move on and we'll do some belt squats and some good old leg press and
love it
and move through and at least get some good leg work, without just torching my back. Bench was okay. Went to 375 for a couple sets, and not too many issues. So I felt okay about it. And then I haven't really hit much. I did an accessory day after bench day on Thursday because I intended to deadlift Friday. That didn't happen. It didn't happen yesterday because I got caught up cleaning the gym. And then by the time I was done with that, I'm like, fuck this. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm angry. I want to punch somebody in the throat. So what I may do is I may just jump back into squats to start my week this next week and get back on my squat, bench, deadlift, and just give a week and a half off of deadlifts and then hopefully hit them pretty good. Oh shit, I don't know. So I'm supposed to go to Denver. I guess it depends on when I go to Denver.
Well, are you trying to hit deads twice a week? Or is that your...
No. I don't want to hit them twice a week. I was going to do them twice a week this last week to get myself back on my normal rotation.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah. But that didn't work. So I think I'm just going to skip them so that way they're at the end of my week, which tends to be, I enjoy that a little bit better. You give it a nice break in between hitting, the squats and then, hitting hamstrings again, a few days later. So we'll try and get back on that. I don't know how that's going to work, like I said, with going to Denver on Friday-ish.
We'll just take it as a extended deload. Because are you going to be loading and spotting at Crown Mountain?
So I don't know what exactly they're going to have me doing, but I'm going to be volunteering to help one way or another. So I'm definitely going to be getting work done.
I mean, I would say skip the fucking deadlifts, because if you're going to be loading and spotting, you're going to be bending over and picking up and bending and picking up. Like, maybe take this week as a deload, because you're going to be getting work, or deload after the comp is done, because when I load and spot, my body's fucking torched after. Like, I'm spent. And I don't want to do shit after.
Yeah, thousands of pounds and thousands of reps being moved.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And plus with strongman, I know there's going to be. It's not just picking up weights, and it's moving equipment. It's, I don't know, even rolling those 300-pound stones is not easy work.
Yeah. Yes, that's terrible.
So, and Jack brought one in so that he can practice with.
I seen it.
I think, yeah, the big balls that he brought in, and that is like, I'm just waiting for someone to think it's in the way and like go to move it out of the way with their foot and like pull their groin or something,
or just smash their entire toe setup.
Yeah, they go to kick it. It's like, you fool, that's concrete, dumbass.
That's literally concrete. Like, that's idiots.
Like, even the little one we have,
idiots.
even that little one we have is 60 pounds. I mean, that's not going to move easy.
No, even if you try and kick that, you'll shatter your goddamn foot.
Yes, they are not kickable balls. They're not balls to be used with your feet.
Love that.
So yeah, it'll be. I'll have to evaluate my my training regiment for the upcoming week because of that whole thing.
I would definitely take a deload after the comp is done, because
I have some new stuff coming in that I'm excited about too. So I'm deloading my supplementation as we speak in anticipation for new supplementation that I've yet to try before, but I hear good things. So I'm excited.
Well, good sir. I'm excited to be a part of your team.
I'll have to fill you in on how that goes, but I hear good things. So it should be fun. Cool. How about you? How was your week?
Nothing out of the ordinary. We are kind of backing back down. So Monday was a 1x5 at 405, and then a 1x5 at 375, which was dope. That moved just fine. And then for the past couple months, I switched my squat and my deadlift. So I was deadlifting first, because for a point in time, like after I kind of screwed up that lower left erector and my hip girdle, switched them both, because by the time I got to deads after squats, it was kind of out. So this is next week is going to be the first week where we can switch that back up again. So yeah, about that. But this past week, bench was good. I think my SSB was a PR. I can't remember. It was 540 for 4. 540 for 4. I think.
PRing every day.
I think like a rep PR. I can't. I don't know. Either way, went good.
We're going to call it a PR.
Love that.
Hi, Keenan, by the way.
Hi, Keenan.
Uh-oh. We lost you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have lost Alkai. Hopefully
it was good. The last to the left, I don't with my ankle lately, but I don't know if it's
okay. So I'm going to try and recap what I gathered, because you were cutting in and out. So you had a shift in your last one. Because something is going on with your ankle that you're not sure about, but the last little while your ankle, little bits, it's choppy.
Yeah, so I think it's from work, but the incision that I have right ankle, I think there's just an excess buildup of scar tissue that needs to be broken up, or there's no cartilage or some shit. But walking around is becoming a fucking ass, and it really hurts. So I think with that last rep, my ankle kind of wasn't as stable as it should have been, and my leg drive wasn't as good as it should have been. So I had a shift in the hole, and it kind of made my lower back a little iffy. But I mean, it's better now, but I had that shit worked on. But deads were good. Secondary bench was fine. Next week, actually, we're starting a new wave, and I'm super excited about it. So the guy Ryan that I've been working with, a buddy of mine, I'm kind of helping with the ins and outs of like working. Yeah, I'm helping him out with like the ins and outs of training with bigger guys, because most of his lifters, which are they're strong people, but they're always from like under 200 pounds to just about like 230 at the very most, I think is one of his heavier guys. So I'm trying to help him out with like how recovery is different for bigger dudes, how like squat and deadlift need to have bigger intervals in between and that kind of. But we're starting a new wave with the camber bar next week, and I'm super excited. So we just finished off 18 weeks of the SSB, and then we're going to do another extended block with the camber bar. So you know what a camber bar looks like, Craig, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's got like the yoke attachment on top. So it's a thick bar on top, and then it kind of angles down this way. And there's another post on the end of it to kind of keep it more stable. So you load the weights on it. It's like a pendulum. So not only is it going to get me used to having a regular bar on my back, but I'm still going to get that extra torso work in. So we're kind of making our way back to a squat bar. So we're going to have an extended period with the camber bar to keep my torso working and to spare my shoulders for as long as I can. And then run with that. So it's actually my first way of using a camber bar, because I haven't been able to use one yet, and I'm super fucking excited. So if it ends up being super dope, I'm going to have to let you know, because that would actually be another good one for your shoulder, because where you hold it is down at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, using the camber.
Mm-hmm. So I'm super excited about that. And then that should get me going and ready for, gosh, they posted the meet date. It's November 6th. So it's going to give me a good period to get another specialty bar wave in, and then we'll start cranking on the old squat bar in the next couple months or so.
So how long have you been doing just the SSB squats?
We did like 2 weeks of the straight bar, and I needed some SSB work. So 16 weeks, I think, of the SSB.
Oh, so we have all sorts of shenanigans in our chat today.
Yeah, I know. It's just the 3 to 2 hotels talking shit.
So I think you should answer Bo's question now.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
I'll start with Maria. Hi, Maria. I will be back. I promise. I'm not gone forever. I'm just in the land of liberals. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be back soon. Keenan, go fuck yourself. I will never subscribe to your OnlyFans, you monster. And Bo, we all know that your salty ass can eat an entire can of Spam in one sitting. So you know that you can eat more Spam musubis than I do. But we may have to test that when I get back. Then,
what is a musubi?
So, God, I hate to like Spam sushi. It's basically a square of rice with a little block of spam on top of it, and then it's wrapped in seaweed. And they're fucking delicious, but one too many, and you'll feel it in your toes immediately. But Bo's Filipino, and he has a very high salt tolerance, so I think he might beat me on that one.
So I
just
keep
my hypothesis.
I keep trying to go back to the that Hawaiian place. To get the what did you say, the Maui bowl?
Yeah, the Maui chicken dog musubi. I love that.
Those guys have like no regular hours.
No, they don't. When they first opened up, everything was consistent, but now they're like, whenever we want to be open.
It's like a random Tuesday. It's like, nope, we're not open today. It's like,
so
what the hell is going on a Tuesday?
That's indicative of Hawaiian restaurants. It's like, I don't want to work today.
So I haven't made it back because
I think they have like a 2-year-old now, so they have like a or a 1-year-old now, so they have a baby to look after.
Ugh, it sucks because I was looking forward to it because the one that I had already was so good.
Oh yeah,
so good. And I was just
they've been
looking
closed.
forward to more.
According to Bo, they've been closed the past 2 weeks.
I've seen them open a little bit here and there, but I don't even think they're open for full days. You are a part of it there, Keenan. You are a part of the family.
You are a part of the lifting family, you mongoloid.
You are the baby of the family.
Yeah.
You're the resident toddler of our family.
Mm-hmm. And we love you.
But don't worry. Alkai's the wife. Okay. You know what? I came up with a few things for our white lights, red lights.
I'm excited. Hit me with it.
So, well, you need to give us the setup for it. Make sure.
Oh, a setup. Cool. Awesome. Love it.
Yeah, we do. I came through last week with I thought was a decent setup for on the fly.
Oh, you did great. You did great.
So, but let's see what you got for us this week.
So Keenan just wakes up. It's 7 a.m. He just had his first protein shake, hopefully. Gets up out of bed, goes to the bathroom, takes a horrendous shit like he always does. Gets out of the hotel room, gets in his car, drives to IHOP, gets a couple flapjacks with his blueberry syrup because he's a fucking addict. Gets to the venue, checks in, does all of his stuff. They start the briefing. Head judge or meet director goes over the rules, talks about how in order to have a passing score, you got to have 2 white lights or 3 white lights. 2 whites meaning majority judges were like, that was a good lift, and one judge was like, ah. So he presses the red. But what we're after that day is 3 white lights, and that is a perfect score. We want to go 9 for 9. Hell, I'll take 7 for 9, meaning that you just gave it your all. And hopefully Keenan pooped his pants a little bit on the platform, or pees just a little bit, or pops a blood vessel in his eye. Let's say he goes for his last attempt. It's a little too heavy. He gets halfway up, he shits his pants, he gets scared, drops the bar. Unfortunately, that is a non-passing score. He got 3 red lights from the unanimous judges. Still goes home with champ.
Failure on both ends. A champ.
Still goes home with champ. Does that work for you, Keenan?
He doesn't even know what's going on right now.
He didn't know what's going on. For those that can't see it, Bo and Keenan have been talking shit the entire time since we've been on.
If you're on Facebook, you'll be able to see the back and forth that they've got going.
The banter is nice.
The banter, yes, the friendly banter.
Friendly banter.
We don't get very often, so it's a nice change of pace to have some involvement from the peanut gallery.
Apparently, we need to do this more on Sundays.
Yeah, because usually the only one who talks is Seth, but I don't even know if Seth's on.
I don't see his beautiful face. All I see is Congressman Bo and and Keener Beaner.
Bo Flores for president.
Yeah, that's something I can get behind.
Have you been behind it before? Is the question.
Yeah, the man's got a sweet keister.
All right, so this week, I only have 3. They're near and dear to your heart. I know you have experience with 2 of these.
Oh dear God! Okay.
So number 1, it's not that bad. Scooters.
Are we talking like the razors with the 2 like that all the kids had, or like a rascal?
No, not either one of those. I'm talking like a Vespa.
Oh, yeah, I broke the shit out of one when I hit a car.
So then what would your thought, because you have a bad experience, but you also had good experiences while riding said scooter. So overall, where does that leave you in the grand scheme of things?
I'm gonna be totally honest. Like the risk reward is it's pretty bad. I had a lot of fun riding, especially since where my mom lived. Like there was a coastline drive that was super cool. It was awesome to ride every single day after school. But you could be the best moped rider on the planet and still run into one dipshit who just can't drive, and that's exactly what happened. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have to give it one white and 2 red for sure.
The accident trumps everything else, huh?
It's more so like the amount of shit that can go wrong is pretty substantial.
These guys just don't stop.
They don't stop. They're just sitting there talking shit. God, I'm surprised Keenan's not playing video games and Bo's not fucking weirdly touching himself.
Well, they could be doing both those things as well.
Ah,
it's called multitasking.
That's it's gross.
Okay, so then skateboards.
Oh God, I can't even remember the last time I stepped on a skateboard, dude. I think I was in elementary school. From a standpoint of me like skating, or from a standpoint of like I like watching it because I still follow Thrasher and like.
I would say in general, not necessarily just you on a skateboard, but skateboards in general.
I'll give it 2 whites from a spectator standpoint, and then the 1 red being because I'm not gonna put my ankle through that. So yeah,
I agree wholeheartedly. One red because I'm not good at it, but I enjoy those that are.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is fun. Last one is bikes.
I mean, I got my sweet little cruiser right there, so I'm gonna give bikes 3 white lights there.
3 white lights. They're fun, and they allow you to exercise while enjoying the scenery around you and the fresh air.
A low impact cardiovascular exercise.
Or the smoggy air if you're in Southern California.
Actually, it's been really nice down here lately. It's just light sea breezes, a little bit of hazy fog at nighttime. It's kind of nice.
A summer's breeze.
I mean, when it gets later at night and like the low tide hits and you can smell the ocean, so like Pacific Beach will have like a little bit of a butt smell for a couple hours, but it's like, oh, it's just the ocean. Everything reminds me of her.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of a butt smell.
Nah.
Oh, things are getting serious in the chat.
Yeah. If you have time, please check out the Facebook chat because these assholes are nonstop.
And while you're not busy and you want to check things out, let's go through the list. You can check out the show, anything that we've got going on at lifting_ugly or by searching lift or lifting ugly on any of your favorite social media campaigns, YouTube, whatnot. You will find us there, or any of your favorite streaming platforms. If you're not watching live, you probably found us already. Otherwise, you wouldn't be listening. So you found us. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you for finding us. You can see Alkai, and you can visit his ongoings of what he does on a daily basis or semi-daily basis by visiting him at bellies_out_. Benching is primary source of Alkai now that he has been lifted from the cyber terrorist list that is now available. Bellies Out Benching, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, you can find him, or if you already found him, on at Pico, PIKO _powerlifting.
That's me.
If you would like to be a supporter of the podcast, such as Alkai's mom is, which we appreciate, which he may or may not have seen naked, as he stated.
Why? I fucking hate this.
You may do
God
so
damn
at patreon.com/liftingugly. Okay, we were all babies once. It doesn't mean we remember, but it has happened. And make sure you visit liftingugly.com. Make sure you can find all your Lifting Ugly gear, hats, shirts, flags, such as the ones that are here and there.
Currently behind us.
Hats, shirts. What else they got? What is there? I don't know. All kinds of shit. Go check it out and go peruse the catalog that we have available. And while you're perusing, you can visit our self-proclaimed sponsors, because they have done a good job hooking us up. Our friends at Pioneer Lifting Belts, generalleathercraft.com. Visit them. Customized belts, non-customized belts, wrist wraps, knee wraps, soon-to-be knee sleeves, elbow sleeves, dog collars, golf club covers. Yeah, pretty much if it's made of leather, they'll figure out a way to get it for you.
Yep.
Also, for everything else, you can visit maxbarbell.com, where you can get some of the best lifting shoes available on the planet, known as Sabo, S-A-B-O, which I own 2 pairs. I own a pair of deadlifting high tops that I love to death.
They're pretty go.
And I squat in them now too, because I found I do better than when I used my heel elevated Sabo squat shoes, which I also love, but my knees just hurt and I had to go flat. So you can find Sabo stuff at maxbarbell.com. You can find all sorts of shit. They carry things from all sorts of people. The customer service is great. Their shipping is on point. Very little wait time and everything. So that's what you guys can do. Wow. Anyway, there's a lot that went on while I was going through that list of.
Yeah, I'm taking pictures of them because I clearly want to post this later. But for those that can't see, I'll read off some of these comments because Bo and Keenan are the fucking worst. Let's see. Oh, Alkai doesn't know how to ride a bike. Anal lube. Amount of shit in mouth. Loves man butt. I likes boys. I'm so hard and ready right now. Thank you, Keenan. Let's see. As we scroll back up to the top, Keenan wants to see my boobs. Bo has pee-pee straps.
Or he needs them.
Yeah. I have a baby pee-pee. Bo wants me to bench his nuts off of Keenan's face. Keenan.
That sounds complicated.
Posted I'm a Biden supporter.
That's probably the worst one yet.
Yeah. Then they're making fun of me because I can't make it to Denver. So I was like, my name is Alkai and I'm going to Denver. You guys are the worst, but I love you. So cool. Thank you for your support.
Don't worry, guys. He'll see you in Denver.
Or will I?
Coming soon to Denver near you.
Ooh.
All right. Well, I think we're going to call that an episode. I think that was a very, we'll call it productive. Why not?
I mean, for not having any plans for a couple weeks in a row, we're doing pretty well.
Yeah, we're kind of rolling. So thank you, everyone. Whatever your reasoning was for joining us, we appreciate it. It all helps in the end, and we all like helping our end.
I love helping my back end for sure.
That's right. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week for episode 28, which will be coming to streaming platforms near you in the next week or so. Folks, we're out of here.
Goodbye.
Oh, no. Flat lip, belly tune up. blues, so fuck the blues. Ain't your bad news, you can trip if you choose. While I sip booze on a 7-day cruise in Louis Vuitton shoes with floozies by the jewels. The good life, talking about the good life. Live it up for a little while, then go to the hood to get a good wife and settle down. But for now, I'm studying down, refuse to allow myself to live foul like when I was sniffing pals. Still got trials and tribulations, refinement from cultivation